Let's take a look here at Lightroom's uncomplicated navigation. At the top panel, you'll see all the modes: Library, Develop, Map, Book, Slideshow, Print, and Web. The interface is divided up into two panels on the left and right. In the case of the library, we have the organizational features on the left-hand side and the metadata features on the right-hand side. In the central viewing area, we're currently in the grid mode, and if we want to expand an image using the loop view, we can use the icons in the toolbar, or click the E key on the keyboard to expand the view, hit the Tab key to move the left and right panels out of the way, or Shift Tab will move the film strip out of the way. Shift Tab again brings back the panels. You can be in any module in Lightroom and hit the G key and you'll return to the library's grid. So if we take a look at the central viewing area quickly and move to a different folder, you'll notice that as I twirl the triangle down, I can see what's underneath the triangle. In this case here, I'm looking at my archive folder, which is the top directory folder on primary drive A. If I scroll down through the folders and go to the Peter M. Fisher Corbis photographs, I can click on this folder and see all 45 images associated with the top directory folder, and the subfolder in this case, 12 images for Art School, 8 for Beach, 12 for Library, and the Lifestyle Model 13. The selection feature associated with Lightroom is really quite easy. Click on an image, it highlights the image. That's the currently selected image. If I want to click on the first image and select two rows, I can hold the Shift key down. These two rows are selected. I can go up to the Edit menu and say Select None, or Command D. Or if I wanted to select all the images, I could go up to the Edit menu and say Select All. So if I use the random selection process, what I can do is I can click on an image, hold the Command or Control key down, and walk around and select images for a survey. By looking at images in a survey mode, I can whittle down which images I might likely use for portfolio or display. Survey mode is right here, this icon, or the N key, go figure. Moves the images into the central viewing area, hit the Tab key, and you'll note that when I park the cursor over an image, there's an X that appears. And if I click on the X, it moves the image out of the survey. Nice, handy tool to be able to walk through the images and make some comparisons as to what might be appropriate for use. I'd like to use another viewing mode associated with Lightroom's library module. I'm going to hit the G for grid, move the tabs back in. I'll highlight the Art School folder, go to Edit, Select All, or Command A. I'll navigate back to the toolbar at the bottom underneath the central viewing area, and I'd like to activate the Compare view with C as the shortcut. I'll move the Tab key to move the panels out of the way, and you can see at the left-hand side there's a select image, and on the right-hand side there's a candidate. If I use the arrow keys on my keyboard, I can page through the images on the right-hand side, comparing them to the left. Pretty cool tool. If I decide that I want to use a different image to put on the select side, it's a matter of moving to the film strip and selecting that image within the film strip by clicking the mouse. Now this becomes the select, and these are the images that I'm comparing. Okay, let's revert back to the grid view, G for grid, and bring the tabs back in, or the panels back in with the Tab key. And you can see interface is really not that complicated. Each module has its own help menu, but what I'd like to show you in the help menu is the library module shortcuts. If you click here, anytime you need help with learning any of these shortcuts associated with strictly the library module, you can access it here, presents it on the screen, and to dismiss it, just click on it. So that's it for this video segment on uncomplicated navigation within Lightroom.